swirling the whiskey in her glass. Is it that obvious? Callie's smile was warm, but her eyes stayed sharp. Not obvious, just a little energy shift when we were at the store. You looked like someone who hadn't been approached by a woman before, or at least not in a way that felt real. Riley shook her head, laughing quietly. You're not wrong. It's new. I mean, I've thought about it before. Hell, I've been curious for a while. But it's just. She trailed off, her words catching somewhere between excitement and uncertainty. I don't know. It feels different now. Like Houston opened up this new door, and I'm just walking through it. Callie's smile deepened, soft but steady. You're doing just fine. Trust me. Riley exhaled, feeling lighter from the admission. Thanks. Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Girl, please. Callie's laugh was easy, infectious. Trust me, you're not the first woman to figure it out later. She gave Riley a playful wink. Besides, who cares when it happens, as long as it happens? Riley smiled, some of her nervousness ebbing away. Yeah, I guess you're right. Callie leaned in just a bit closer, her voice dropping to a soft hum. For the record, you wear curiosity well. Riley's heart fluttered at the playful compliment, but it wasn't the uncomfortable kind of nervous, more like excitement-laced nerves. The hum of the engine and the smooth jazz on the radio accompanied Riley as she drove through the quiet streets. This wasn't just about exploring something new, it was about allowing herself to enjoy it. As she pulled into her driveway, the thought settled comfortably in her mind. Whatever came next, she was ready. Part 4. The Second Encounter. Morning Reflection and Group Chat Check-In. Riley blinked awake to the gentle hum of her alarm. 5:12 a.m. She stretched under the soft covers, enjoying the calm that came with mornings in her own space. As the lo-fi jazz filtered through the Bluetooth speaker, she slid out of bed, the cool hardwood against her feet grounding her. It was still dark outside, the air holding that peaceful quiet before the world stirred. After making a quick cup of coffee, she grabbed her journal and curled into her favorite spot on the couch. A small smile tugged at her lips as she flipped to a fresh page and began writing. Post-date reflections, she wrote at the top. Her thoughts poured onto the paper. How much she enjoyed Callie's company. How the date had felt free and easy. It wasn't about comparing it to her relationships with men. It was just new, light, a different kind of connection she hadn't expected to feel. I like the way it feels. She wrote it down, giving herself permission to explore without judgment. Not everything had to be figured out right away. Her phone buzzed, pulling her from her thoughts. She smiled at the group chat notifications waiting for her. Riley, good morning, y'all. What's the plan for today? Simone, morning. Getting these kids settled, but I'm free later. What about you? Talia, girl, I have errands, but I'm around. Also, how was your date? Riley grinned, thinking about how smoothly the night with Callie had gone. Riley, it was really nice. We kissed. Sierra, oh, tell us everything. Simone, okay, Houston got you moving fast, huh? Riley, it was just easy, not too much, and we're meeting up again soon. Talia, we love this for you. Sierra, just keep it light, girl. No overthinking allowed. Riley chuckled, grateful for the support. She put her phone aside, savoring the moment of connection with her friends, before setting her mind on the day ahead. A normal work day, and Callie's invitation. Work felt steady, and Riley welcomed the rhythm. She'd slipped comfortably into her creative strategy role at the agency, balancing brainstorming sessions and meetings, all while building rapport with her new colleagues. Around 1 p.m., just as she was finishing her lunch, her phone buzzed. Callie. I know we said we'd wait a couple of days, but let me make you dinner tonight. How does 7 p.m. sound? Riley's heart skipped a beat, a grin spreading across her face. She had wanted to see Callie again, and now she didn't have to wait. Riley, I'd love to. Send me the address. See you at 7. The thought of another evening with Callie made the rest of her day glide by with ease. The getting ready ritual. Back home, Riley flicked on the speaker, letting Diamonds and Pearls by Prince fill the room. She hummed along, swaying to the beat as she opened her closet. Tonight felt like a night for comfort and style. As she fixed a bowl of green, she pulled on black denim pants and a slightly oversized graphic tee, soft and familiar. She finished the look with her black Vans and her usual gold hoops and nameplate chain. The familiar scent of her oil drifted in the air as she dabbed it on her wrists and neck. This was her ritual, setting the tone for the night, moving to the music, and savoring the excitement building in her chest. After finishing her bowl of green, Riley grabbed her keys and texted Callie, "On my way." Dinner at Callie's house. Callie's door swung open before Riley could knock. She stood barefoot in wide-legged linen pants and a rust-colored wrap top, her locks piled into a messy bun. The scent of garlic and herbs floated out from the kitchen, welcoming Riley into the cozy warmth of Callie's home. "Come in, make yourself at home," Callie said with a soft smile. The space felt like Callie, boho, laid back, and inviting. Houseplants thrived in every corner. Mismatched pillows adorned the couch, and framed artwork leaned casually against the walls. It felt like a place where time slowed down. Over dinner, shrimp pasta with roasted vegetables, they talked about everything and nothing. Riley found herself easing into the evening, drawn in by Callie's relaxed vibe and the way she made every moment feel natural. After dinner, they settled on the couch, sipping wine and letting the conversation flow. And before Riley could overthink it, she leaned in. Their kiss started slow, gentle, exploratory. Riley's hands found Callie's waist, and she marveled at how different it felt to touch a woman. The softness, the warmth, the way Callie's curves moved under her fingertips. This was new for Riley, and her thoughts swirled as she navigated the moment. Do I kiss her neck? Her collarbone? She decided to follow Callie's lead, letting herself feel instead of think. When the kisses deepened, Callie's hands found their way to Riley's hips, squeezing gently. It was comforting, exciting. Eventually, the moment slowed, and they lay there, catching their breath, content with where things had taken them. No rush, no pressure. The phone call later that night. Riley got home, peeling off her clothes, slipping into her favorite oversized tee, and sliding into bed. She grabbed her phone, still riding the high of the evening. Riley, made it home, beautiful. The reply came almost instantly. Callie, you looked good driving away, but you looked even better on my couch. Made me think of so many exciting things. Riley bit her lip, typing back. Riley, oh, yeah? Like what? Callie, hold up, I'm about to call you. Her phone buzzed, and Riley answered without hesitation. Hey, Callie's voice was smooth, making Riley's stomach flutter. You sounded like you had something on your mind, Riley teased. Callie chuckled softly. I did. I was thinking about how good it felt when you touched me tonight. Riley smiled, sinking deeper into her pillows. Yeah, I liked that too. Their conversation flowed, playful and intimate, talking about what they enjoyed. The way Callie's hands felt on Riley's waist, the softness of Callie's skin. As they continued to express their thoughts, the conversation got more explicit, a conversation that deepened their connection. Riley exhaled, feeling lighter as they said goodnight. This was new territory, but it felt good to explore, connect, and move at her own pace. Morning reflection and group chat banter. The next morning, Riley woke up feeling refreshed, a grin spreading across her face as she scrolled through the group chat. Riley, so about last night and the phone session that followed. Her friends flooded the chat with gifts and teasing messages. Talia, wait, phone session? Simone, see, Houston changing you already. Sierra, oh, that's what you're on. LOL. Riley laughed, fingers flying across the keyboard as she typed out a playful response. Riley, listen, it was an experience. I'll just say that. Her friends hyped her up, sending celebratory gifts and supportive messages. Riley leaned back, feeling grateful for them and for this new chapter she was stepping into. Part 5. The Festival with Callie. Morning Wake Up. Callie's Festival Invite. Riley blinked awake as sunlight crept through the blinds, casting soft streaks across the room. The scent of the lavender candle she lit the night before still lingered in the air, blending with the fresh morning breeze drifting through her cracked window. She rolled over, stretched lazily, and reached for her phone. A notification flashed on the screen. Callie. A flutter stirred in her chest, and she tapped it open. Callie. Hey, beautiful. There's a festival today. Lyric Allure is performing. Want to come with me? A grin spread across Riley's face. She loved Lyric Allure. The rising neo-soul artist was all over social media, and the idea of spending the day with Callie made her feel even lighter. Riley typed back quickly, Riley. Festival sounds perfect. What time? Callie responded almost instantly. Callie, I'll scoop you at noon if that works. Riley, I'll send you the Addy. See you then. Riley lingered with her phone in hand, a little rush of excitement settling in her chest. Things with Callie were easy in a way she hadn't expected, light and natural, without the usual pressure of figuring out what everything meant. Riley scrolled over to her group chat with Talia, Simone, and Sierra. Riley, y'all, Callie just invited me to this festival today. Lyric Allure is performing. Almost immediately, the chat lit up. Talia, what? A whole festival? Look at you two, moving right along. Sierra, first date, home-cooked dinner, a phone session now, an all-day outing? Girl, you might as well pack an overnight bag. Riley shook her head, laughing as she typed, Riley, y'all are doing too much. It's just a festival. Talia, just a festival is how it starts, sis. Just don't let her catch you slipping. Simone, facts. Houston stays trying to take people out the game. Riley smirked, rolling her eyes affectionately. She loved how her friends could hype her up and tease her all in the same breath. Festival day, food, music, and dancing. By the time noon rolled around, Riley was ready. Her outfit a perfect blend of casual and cool. She wore a light blue, oversized button-down over a white tank, cargo shorts that sat just right on her hips, and a fresh pair of black and white Chucks. Her gold chain and hoops gave her just enough shine to feel cute without trying too hard. The sound of DJ Quick played from her Bluetooth speaker as she made herself breakfast, eggs, toast, and coffee, simple but satisfying. As she walked to the music, she dabbed a bit of her signature oil on her wrists and collarbone, breathing in the familiar scent. The excitement of the day hummed in her chest. When Callie pulled up at noon, Riley grabbed her bag and bounded out the door, ready for whatever the day had in store. The festival was already buzzing with life. Food trucks lining the streets, vendors selling handmade jewelry and art, and the scent of fresh vegan dishes drifting through the air. They strolled side by side, their shoulders brushing every now and then, sparking quiet little thrills. Try this, Callie said, offering Riley a bite of a savory mushroom slider. Riley took a bite, nodding in approval. Okay, this is legit. I might have to rethink my whole stance on vegan food. Callie grinned. I'm not vegan, but Houston does vegan food right. They wandered through the festival, sharing plates of food and laughing as they tried on bracelets from a vendor's booth. When Lyric Allure took the stage, they joined the crowd, swaying to the smooth, soulful rhythms under the warm afternoon sun. At some point, Callie pulled Riley into a playful two-step, their laughter blending with the music, making the moment feel light and carefree. Riley had a blast. The honest conversation on the way back. Can I ask you something? Callie said as they drove easily on the road. Yeah, what's up? Callie toyed with her car keys, her voice easy but genuine. What are you looking for right now? Like, in terms of this? She glanced at Riley, her tone careful but curious. Riley tilted her head, thinking. She appreciated Callie's honesty. There was no pressure in the question, just an invitation for honesty back. I guess. I don't know. I've been figuring things out as I go, you know? I want to see where things lead. I like where this is going, but I'm not in a rush. Callie kept her eyes on the road but let her thoughts spill out naturally. I love that you're exploring, she said softly. It's beautiful to see you lean into this part of yourself. But I think, for me, I'm at a place where I need something a bit more steady. Like, I want someone who's already figured things out, if that makes sense. Riley nodded. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. She gave a little laugh under her breath. But this has been good, like, really good. Callie smiled, a soft and genuine expression that reached her eyes. It has. They drove the rest of the way with easy conversation, mostly about random things from the festival, the music, the food, and the funny moments they'd shared. There was no heaviness between them, just an understanding that what they had was something to appreciate, not hold on to. The goodbye kiss and group chat reflection. When they pulled up to Riley's building, Callie walked her to the door. The evening air was cool, and the quiet between them felt comfortable, not awkward. Callie leaned in, and Riley met her halfway, their kiss soft and lingering. It wasn't a goodbye. It was a thank you, an unspoken agreement that they were leaving things just as they were, without forcing anything more. Riley smiled as she pulled back. Take care, Callie. You too, Callie whispered, brushing a hand gently down Riley's arm before turning to leave. Back inside her apartment, Riley kicked off her shoes and fell into the familiar comfort of her couch. She opened the group chat, her fingers hovering over the keys before she finally typed, Riley. So, Callie and I talked today. It's not gonna go anywhere, but I'm good with that. The replies came quickly. Talia, wow, look at you, out here trusting your instincts. Growth, sis. Simone, Houston didn't take our girl out the game after all. Sierra, proud of you. Brian who? Riley laughed, warmth blooming in her chest at their playful encouragement. Riley, thank y'all, seriously. She set her phone down with a satisfied sigh, grateful for the experience and even more grateful for her friends. For the first time in a long while, she felt like she was exactly where she needed to be, open to new possibilities, but grounded in who she was becoming. And that was more than enough.